In this video, I will show you how to fix terrible lags and bad performance on PPSSPP emulator so you can enjoy your favorite PSP games. These settings works for both low-end devices and high-end devices as well. Now simply go ahead and open your PPSSPP emulator. Once your emulator is open, click on your settings and make sure that you are in the graphics section. Now in the graphics section, this is your back end. Make sure that Vulkan is selected, Vulkan. Now once you've done that, then move on to your rendering resolution. When you click on that, you can either use 3 SPSP or 2 SPSP depending on the kind of device, like how powerful your device is. That's what will determine. Then the next thing you need to move on to is your display resolution. Now once you click on that, make sure that you select native device resolution. Now once you have done that, go ahead and activate full screen. You can see full screen in here. Make sure to turn that on. Then once you are done with that, click on display layout and effects, and then you see this stretch that is at the top. Make sure you activate it. I've already activated mine. Then this screen scaling filter, click on it and then select linear. Once you are done here, then click on back to leave this section. Then now you have to move on to the frame skipping section. As from your frame skipping, some people will normally say you should use 2, but as for me, I prefer using 3. It's much more faster that way. So go ahead and use 3. Then as for auto frame skip, make sure to turn it on. Then frame skipping type, make sure you select number of frames. That's the correct thing for you to do. Then just scroll down a little bit. You are going to see skip GPU read back. Click on it and select no. And then for lens flare occlusion, make sure to turn it off. Then you are going to see this other section that is called lazy texture catching speed up. So make sure to turn this section on. Then you also see this spline bizarre curves. Spline bizarre curves on a normal will be on high. So make sure to set it to low. Then keep scrolling down till you see your buffer graphics command. So you can see that in here. So make sure to select no buffer. Now once you select no buffer, it's going to tell you to restart your PPSSPP emulator. Now once you are done restarting your PPSSPP emulator, come back to this same section because there are much more things that you need to put in place. Now for your hardware transform, make sure to turn it on. Hardware tessellation, you can see hardware tessellation over there. Normally it's going to be off. Also make sure to turn that on. Software skinning, also turn it on. Then you can go ahead and scroll down to your GPU texture upscaler. Now this section sometimes is going to be set to something different, so make sure to just turn it off. As for your upscale type, make sure you set this to XBRZ. That's the correct one to actually utilize. Then after that, you can move on to your anisotropic filtering. Now normally this will be set to maybe 16x, so set it to 2x. Then as for your texture filtering, set this to linear. Then you can go ahead and scroll down to go and look for something that is called lower resolution for effects. You can see that lower resolution for effects. Now normally this section might be in save or balance, but switch it to aggressive. It's much more better when it's switched to aggressive. Then you can go ahead and turn on your show FPS counter and show your speed. You see this show FPS counter and show speed. Turn both of them on. Once you've done this, then you are done with the graphics section. You can move on to the system section. Now if you are finding any value from this video, then do consider smashing that subscribe button to help me to grow my YouTube channel. I'll really appreciate that. Now let's move on to the system section. Now when you get to the system section, just keep scrolling down. You are going to see this fast memory section. Turn it on. Then you see ignore bad memory access. Also turn this section on. Then lastly, you see IO timing method. Select host. This is the one you are supposed to use. Once you have done this, then you are totally done with your settings. You can go ahead and play your game. So I'm going to be testing one game so that you guys can see that it's actually going to be working very fine. So let me test one game for you guys real quick. The battery is actually a little bit low, but I don't think that's going to affect my performance. So let's give this game a try.
Only the strongest will be chosen. I will make you suffer.
I'm not afraid anymore.
Battle 1. Fight. Now die.
Lastly, if you found any value from this video, then do consider smashing that subscribe button to help me on my YouTube growth journey, because I've been trying to get to 5,000 subscribers for a while now, and it's have actually been taking me forever just to get there. But I know that with your help, through you smashing that button, I can actually get there super fast and super easy. Also, by now I think you might be seeing some of my similar videos or some of my playlists on your screen. So if you have some free time, you can go ahead and also watch that to learn more from my channel, because we learn every day. And that's it for that. I'm going to see you guys on my next video.